Hello Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energies. With all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? All right, Pisces. Okay, so we do have the Eight of Cups. We do have the Lovers out here. And then we also have the World. It's like as one door closes, another one opens up, Pisces. Is kind of what I'm getting. Because it looks like you recently walked away from something that wasn't making you happy. But as you're walking away from whatever this thing is that didn't make you happy, could have been a marriage, could have been a relationship. I do see somebody new showing up here. I want to see how this plays out, though, between you and this person. Because I am definitely getting that you will be starting a brand new chapter / cycle. So let's look at the Lovers. Tell me more about the Lovers. I don't even feel like this is your energy. I feel like, man, I feel like this person's going to end up rushing things with you. Yeah. Like, it's not going to take them too long. You know what I mean? To, like, realize you are what they want. But I do see this person rushing things with you. And I don't necessarily feel like that's what you're anticipating or expecting from them. Nor are you anticipating or expecting for things to play out in this manner either. But I am definitely getting it. It's like the moment, it's like the moment you meet this person, the moment they essentially meet you, it's like they're just instantly freaking sold. Like instantly sold on you and what they essentially want with you. Like they're moving at a very, very fast pace. And I feel like that in itself is going to like really throw you off. Rightfully so. I mean, it makes sense, right? Let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship with Pisces? They're moving very quickly. We have the Page of Cups. We got the Judgment card. Jesus. I mean, that is kind of weird. I ain't gonna hold you. Because it kind of looks like this relationship is just getting started here between the two of you. And they're already having like talks about the two of you being together and, you know, starting a family and, you know, getting married. Like, I am getting that. I'm very curious to see how you feel about all of this. How does Pisces feel about all of this? We have the Ace of Wands. We do have the Two of Pentacles. And then we also have the Ten of Wands. I do feel like you feel extremely overwhelmed by how quickly things are moving here between you and this person. Don't get me wrong. I think that you do like this person just as much as this person likes you. I think this is somebody that you do see a lot of potential with, you know, as well. I just don't feel like you like the speed of it all. You know, it's too fast. Things are moving a little too fast between you and this person. And I just don't think that you like that whatsoever. It's definitely overwhelming you for sure. I wonder what this person's rush is. This is kind of like the epitome of going on one date, you know, with this person. And then by the next date, they're already talking about how they want to be with you and how like they can see themselves getting married to you, starting a family with you. Like it has that type of flavor to it, okay? It truly does. How does this person, Jesus Christ, how does this person currently feel? Okay. This person feels like they know enough about you to know that you are what they want. Okay. So, okay. You know, let's look at this person because they are moving pretty quickly. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands, but that came out in the reverse. We also have the Ten of Pentacles that also came out in the reverse. And then we also have the Eight of Swords in the upright. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups out here. Okay. You know, how do I say this? I know this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like this person knows that you're the one because prior to essentially meeting you, they've had a very, very difficult time getting over someone that they really, really wanted to essentially be with. It just kind of looks like these two are not on the same page though. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, God, how do I explain this? How do I explain this? I just don't feel like these two were on the same page. I really don't. Like, this person that they were dealing with in the past, like, they were not on the same page. Like, maybe, I don't know, like, maybe this person, you know, that they were dealing with was ready, you know, for something serious and they weren't, or vice versa. You know, maybe this person, you know, wasn't ready for anything serious, but that individual was. Or it could just be a simple case where these two were actually, you know, in a relationship with one another, and after that relationship, you know, came to an end, they've had a hard time getting over this person and forgetting about this person. Then boom, you come along and you just completely make this person forget all about the past. You know what I mean? Okay. That doesn't really explain why this person's rushing things though. Why is this person rushing things with Pisces? We have the Fool, we have the okay. Well, I don't feel like you have that problem, but I feel like this person has a fear of being alone, which is kind of telling me that this is somebody who kind of comes off to me, which there's nothing wrong with that, but this person kind of comes off to me as somebody who is kind of like a relationship type person. Like, the vast majority of their life, they have definitely been in a relationship with someone. Like, they haven't really gone a long time, you know, being single and alone, you know, because they fear being single and alone. This person could very well be, you know, somewhat codependent. That's definitely a possibility. I mean, they are showing up as a page, so more than likely they are codependent, but I don't feel like you have that problem, you know, as far as like being single and alone is concerned. I don't think that you fear like actually being single and alone. They actually fear being single and alone. Like, being single and alone for them is not really like fun and exciting to them. And it might be fun and exciting to you. I mean, it's a possibility, but I think that this person is just used to being in a relationship with someone. So when they're not in a relationship with someone, it's like, you know, they feel lost and they don't know what to do with themselves. Like, it has that type of feel, you know, and then they start to kind of fall into this mindset of, oh my God, I'm probably going to be single alone for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? A little dramatic, but I am definitely getting that. So it kind of, all right. So it kind of looks like the reason why they're rushing things with you is because they really, really do like you. It also has a lot to do with them, you know, having this huge fear of being alone. They don't like being alone. If this was like Burger King have it their way, they would prefer to be in a relationship over being single and alone because they fear being single and alone. I guess that's a thing. I've never actually met somebody who feared being single and alone. I guess. But what's also, like I said, leading them to think and believe that you're definitely the one for them is because the moment that they essentially met you, you made them forget all about the past. Something that they definitely did struggle with. It kind of looks like they were dealing with somebody that they were definitely with for a long period of time. They might still, technically speaking, have to deal with this person. Especially with the Six of Cups, this could imply that there's, you know, children that they have with this individual from their past, or a child that they have with this individual from their past. That's definitely a possibility. Of course, that's not going to be the case for everybody out there. But yeah. Okay. Well, it kind of looks like that's kind of why they're rushing things with you. Nothing weird, I guess, going on their end. But let's look at the Ten of Wands. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. We have the Emperor. That's nice, Pisces. We have the Emperor. We have the Seven of Wands. And then we also have the Justice card. I feel like the thing with you, like you really do feel extremely overwhelmed by them, you know, and the fact that they're already pushing for something serious between the two of you kind of has you feeling even more overwhelmed. This person might even be a little clingy. I am definitely getting that as well. Again, nothing wrong with that, but I feel like I feel like you're still trying to figure out if they are even what you actually want, you know, like even though they're already sold on you and what they want with you, you're still trying to figure out like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, you know, like, I don't even know if, you know, you are what I want just yet. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I think that there's certain things about this person that you have learned as well as discovered about them that you absolutely love and adore and value and appreciate. But this is just getting started. You know what I mean? Like, you just met them, you know, 2.5 seconds ago. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you're still trying to figure out, like, I don't even know if I really, you know, I want you, but I would like to get to know you a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, you just feel like bombarded by all of this, which is totally understandable, but okay. What actions? It's like they're so ready to get this ball rolling here between the two of you, and they're kind of looking at you like, what's the deal? Like, what's the problem? What's the holdup, Pisces? Like, let's just go run off into the sunset already. Let's just go get married. Let's just go start a family. Okay. They can just sense the hesitancy coming from you, and they're just like looking at you like you got 10 heads. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's the holdup? Let's just go start a family, Pisces. Let's just go do this, Pisces. Let's just go do that, Pisces. Alrighty. What actions? I'm gonna be real. I feel like you kind of look at all of this like a massive red flag. Like, you're kind of looking at them like, what is your rush? Like, what's the rush? We just met 2.5 seconds ago. Like, what? Why are you rushing me? Like, um, I'm like, what the hell do I even look into? Like, I don't feel, you know, like they kind of come off to me as somebody who means well. I will give them that. They do come off to me as somebody who definitely does mean well. I don't feel like this is like a bad person that you find yourself romantically involved with. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. Like, this is, yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot, you know? It's just a whole lot, you know? Tell me more about the Tower. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. We got the Fool. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we also have the Nine of Cups here. But it came out in the reverse. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're coming up with some valid points now that I think about it, Pisces, because it's like you're looking at them like, how the fuck does this human know that I am everything that they want and then some? Like, they don't even know my favorite fucking color. You know what I mean? Like, how? Yeah, it's like they're looking at you like, oh my god, like you're the one for me. You know, you're just like, how the fuck would you know that? Like, you don't even know me. Like, you don't even know me. I think you look at all of this as like a huge red flag. A huge red flag. Let's look at the Knight of Wands. It's like you don't know if you should like see this through or just run now. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm getting. Pisces. All right, we have the Tower. Okay. We have the Tower out here. We got the Five of Swords in the reverse. And then we also have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You know, it's fascinating because you're kind of looking at all of this like, yo, like this is kind of like a red flag. Like, they're already talking about like wanting to be with me. Like, they don't even know my freaking favorite color. Like, how could they possibly know I am what they want? They don't even know me. You know what I mean? And it's like they're looking at you like you're a red flag because, you know, what's the holdup? Like, do you not want me, or do you know, like, what is it? Like, do you want me, Pisces? Do you not want me? Like, don't you want to, like, run off into the sunset with me? Like, I mean, I understand, like, Pisces, like, we just met, like, 2.5 seconds ago. But, like, don't you, like, want to go get married? Like, it's like they're looking at you like you're a red flag for, like, being on the fence, you know, about, like, you know, um, I don't know about this human, though. Like, I don't know about them. Like, I really don't know, Pisces. Like, especially, we got, what do we have? We have all of the aces out here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, but that came out in the reverse. So that's telling me right off the bat, y'all don't really know each other that well. Y'all don't really know each other that well. No offense, Pisces, but I think that, well, I don't see why you would get offended, but I feel like when it comes down to them, I think that what, like, initially drew you in was their physical attract. You know, like, you just found them to be physically attractive. They just so happened to be your type. You know what I mean? Like, that's what kind of drew you in, is kind of what I'm getting. But, and you might like their personality. You might think that they're super sweet. I mean, a Page of Cups is somebody who typically is super sweet, super nice, like, you know what I mean? And you might like that about them too, but it's like, y'all don't really know each other. Like, you don't really know them like that. You know what I mean? They don't really know you like that, but they think they know enough to know that you are the one for them. Now, how are they able to determine this in such a short amount of time is beyond me, because we got all of the aces out here. So that's kind of telling me that this just started like 2.5 seconds ago. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, we have the King of Cups as 6 of Wands. We also have the 9 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, all right. I feel like this person, you know, like I said, being single and alone, like, it really does scare them. They don't like it. And I just feel like they just want to be loved. They just want to be loved. They just want to be loved. And being in a relationship makes them feel loved. It makes them feel, I don't feel like you have this problem, but it makes them feel loved. It makes them feel wanted. It makes them feel desired. And without it, it's like they don't feel wanted. They don't feel loved. They don't feel desired, you know, like, but when they're in a relationship, they truly do feel loved and wanted and, you know, desired. I just don't feel like you have that problem. Like, being in a relationship for you, it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how you look. It is what it is. Like, you're good if you're not in one, and you're good if you are in one. It is what it is. It's like, whatever, you know, like, not saying that relationships are like whatever to you, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be in a relationship with someone to, like, feel loved and desired. You know what I mean? Like, you give that to yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you make yourself feel important. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need anybody else to make you feel important. Like, you could do that for yourself. Like, you make yourself feel like you're all that in a bag of chips. Like, you don't need nobody to do that for you. You can do it yourself. You see what I mean? Them, it's not like that. Like, you know what I mean, Pisces? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just, well, you know, what's the outcome between these two? Okay, come here, come here. What's the outcome between these two? Okay, so here's the thing, Pisces. I do see this person definitely getting their way with you. In other words, you guys are going to basically end up together. We definitely see that happening. You know, you guys will end up together. Now here's the thing here, which I would love to be nosy just for 2.5 seconds. Okay, it's only going to take 2.5 seconds. So with the 5 of Wands to the moon coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you're discovering things about this person along the way that you didn't necessarily know about them. That it's going to cause you to kind of look at them like, yo, who the fuck is this person? Like, it's kind of like the who the fuck did I marry type of situation. Now, I don't think that you guys are going to go as far as to get married. I mean, you could end up getting married to this person. It's a possibility. Doubt it, but I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt that you guys will ever get married. Yeah, I doubt that you guys will ever get married. And it's going to be due to like the problems between the two of you is kind of what I'm getting. Either way though, either which way, I do want to look at the moon. Cause like something's happening here within this dynamic that's causing you to kind of look at this person like, yo, like, I didn't know this about them. I also didn't know that about them. Didn't know they were like this. Didn't know that they were like that. Like it has that type of feel to it. And okay, well let's look into that real quick. Like so much to the point where like it's gonna have you kind of wishing that you would have taken your time to really get to know this person instead of like, you know, jumping on board and running off into the sunset with them. So let's entertain this. Tell me more about the 5 of Wands to the moon. The moon could definitely blah, 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 blah. The moon could definitely represent like secrets about this person coming out or coming to light, coming to the surface, whatever have you. King of Wands in the reverse can definitely represent somebody who typically has anger issues. Yeah, typically has anger issues. I'm also getting like an energy of them being like very, very one-sided. I'm also getting that as well. When this person doesn't necessarily like, yeah, nah, no, like, hell no, no. See, this person's masculine side is a King of Wands in the reverse and a King of Swords upright. Keep in mind, we have masculine and feminine energy within us, okay? So we harness both, right? Their masculine side is of a King of Wands in the reverse, which personally I don't even like that. And then the King of Swords in the upright. And their feminine side is of a Queen of Cups like energy, which is exactly what's actually luring you in to begin with. Remember when I was telling you like, oh, the Page of Cups is somebody who's super sweet, super nice. Like, I feel like this person's being like super duper duper sweet. It's kind of like a love bombing energy. Yeah, like it's like a love bombing energy coming from this person. So this person could be love bombing the hell out of you, and that could be what's luring you in because they're starting this relationship off as a page slash, you know, Queen of Cups like energy. So this could be a dude that we're talking about here or a female. It really doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter, right? But it's like they go from being like the sweetest thing, you know, like the sweetest thing, you know, to like the most evil like human, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just so that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like once this person gets you where they want you, it's like this person's gonna find themselves feeling like, all right, finally, I can be myself. Like it has that type of fucking feel to it, Pisces. Like, no, dude, no, hell no. Like, let's look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah, let's entertain that. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands. Yeah. It's like once they get you where they want you, and they feel comfortable enough to like truly be themselves, it's like the whole wah starts to come out. You know, I know it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But sometimes we gotta laugh. But you know, like this is not good. Like, it's like they feel like they could be their self. Like they could really, really be themselves. Which is, excuse my French, a real a-hole is like the best way that I can describe. Ugh, they're a King of Swords / King of Wands in the reverse. Yuck. Like, oh man, a King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who has anger issues. You know, as I mentioned, this is that type of person that'll go from 0 to 100 real quick. They typically throw like tantrums, especially when they don't get their way or what they essentially want. They can be very, very stubborn. A King of Swords, man. A King of Swords is somebody who typically plays head games. Is somebody who's very egoistic. Is somebody who typically operates from a place of ego and pride. It's somebody who's very hard to work with, speak to. I mean, yeah. It's like this person has like two very split like personalities, you know? You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're two different people. Like, it's like the best way that I can describe them. They're like two different people. It's like they could be really, 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 really sweet and really, 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 really nice, which I feel like that's another thing that kind of throws you off about this person, is how super sweet they are and how super nice they are. Like, you know, like that might throw you off. Like, why is this person so damn nice? They're a little too damn nice. You know what I mean? It's like they could be super, 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 super sweet and really, 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 really evil. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Tell me more about the 5. Yeah, no. Clarifying the 5 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles to the Devil, especially coming out with this one again. And we already know that they came on the reverse. This is really not a good sign. Like, they could be a narcissist. That's definitely, I just see you discovering, learning. Page of Pentacles energy is it's the student card, right? You know, it could represent, you know, somebody who's learning something. You're learning things about this masculine energy that you never fucking knew. Like, I feel like you're dealing with a whole nother different person. It's like you go from dealing with somebody who's super, super sweet, super, super, super nice, you know, to like somebody who's super, super evil. And I keep getting that there's like secrets about this person like coming to light. Like, I didn't know that they were like this, and I didn't know that they were like that, and hell, I didn't even know this about them, and I didn't even know that about them. I also didn't know this about them. It's like the mask has like officially, yeah, it's like the mask has like essentially fallen. It's like the best way that I could describe it is I'm seeing her. But yeah, no, I don't like this. I don't like the King of Wands right next to the 5 of Wands because the 5 of Wands represents a physical altercation, right? Compared to like the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords represents a verbal altercation. So with the 5 of Wands coming out here, I mean, this could definitely represent somebody, you know, who has the tendency of getting like physical, you know, with like romantic, you know, like the people that they get romantically, sorry, the coffee's wearing off. This could imply somebody who has been physically abusive towards people that they have been in a relationship with. But yeah, this is a 5 of Swords. So this person might be, because the King of Swords is actually attached. Where did the King of Swords go? Did you run away from me? Wasn't the King of Swords just out here? Or am I tripping? Oh, see, I'm like, I know. The King of Swords is attached to the 5 of Swords, and the King of Wands is actually attached to the 5 of Wands. So, I mean, this is kind of why I personally don't like that this is their masculine side, the King of Swords and the King of Wands, you know? 5 of Swords could represent somebody who's verbally abusive, somebody who tends to like, you know, play head games with people, could also represent somebody who's very deceiving. But yeah, this part right here, yeah, no. This could imply somebody who is physical, you know, they it could get to that point where this person might, you know, try to get physically, you know, abusive, you know, towards you, unfortunately, you know, because it's in them. That's kind of what it all boils down to. It's in them to be physically abusive towards people. It's in them to play with people's heads. It's in them. It's a part of them. This is who they are. This is just who they are. You know what this is just who they are. It is what it is. It is who they are. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, that's the best way I can describe them. That's just who they are. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, which, I mean, but that's the thing, is that we really didn't like, because I am getting like the reason why they rushed things with you had a lot to do with them not wanting to be single. It had a lot to do with them wanting to feel loved, valued, appreciated, wanted, all of these things. But I also feel like that's kind of why they're also rushing things, you know, with you, because let's just be real. If you were to take your time to really, really get to know this person, like, it's only a matter of time before this starts to kind of slip out. You know what I mean? Like, think of it like this. Like, think of them as like a zebra, okay? They can roll in the fucking mud all they want to hide their stripes, but when it rains, their stripes are gonna come out. You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of like what we're seeing here. It's like, it's like they're hiding versions of themselves. You know what I mean? To like lure you in, and it's like once they lure you in, it's like they feel like they can show you their stripes. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a matter of time, you know, before you start to realize, oh snap, I'm not actually dealing with a donkey, I'm dealing with a fucking zebra. Like, you know what I mean? Because again, it's like, it's only a matter of time before their stripes come out. Like, they can roll in the mud all they want, but eventually it's gonna rain and it's gonna come out that, oh snap, this person's actually a zebra. They're not like a fucking donkey like I thought they were. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like they're portraying themselves to be one way, but they got a whole nother side to them, and it's a pretty ugly side, to be honest. I mean, this is pretty bad. You know, this is kind of why every time the King of Swords and the King of Wands come out, I'm just like, I mean, maybe you should try to find better. Maybe, you know, just kind of explore your options a little bit. But yeah, it's like they're trying to fool you into thinking, no, I'm a donkey, I'm a donkey, I'm a donkey. You know what I mean? Because they've been rolling around in the fucking mud trying to hide their fucking stripes because they don't want you to think that they're a zebra. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's only a matter of time before it starts raining, and then you start to see, oh snap, you're a fucking zebra. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a donkey, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. But it looks like that's kind of what they're doing. It's like they're hiding who they really, really are. But it's like once they get you where they want you, they're going to show you their stripes, because, you know, it's not like you won't go anywhere, because this feels kind of like and that's another thing with the King of Wands, is that the King of Wands is known for trapping people in some way, shape, and or form. Like, when they really want somebody in their life and they don't want that someone to ever go anywhere, they turn around and trap that person in some way, shape, or form. That's another reason why I don't fucking like the King of Wands, but whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, once this person traps you and gets you where they want you, they can be themselves, because where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You know, I feel like the King of Wands has a really interesting mentality, because they truly do believe in trapping people. I just said this in a reading recently, but it's like this is that type of person that will try to trap you via baby if they never want you to go anywhere, or like via some type of contract, like marriage for prime example. Like, that's just kind of how they think sometimes when it comes on to somebody that they really, really want to continue to like be with and hold on to. So they try to trap them to make sure that that person never goes anywhere. But it's a very flawed mentality, because as if we don't see people out here fucking getting divorced left and right, as if we don't see people out here co-parenting left and right because the relationship didn't work out or the marriage didn't work out. Like, as if we don't see people breaking contracts left and right. You know, it's a very flawed mentality. It doesn't make any logical sense, because when a person wants to go, they're going to go no matter what, you know, is at stake. And when a person wants to leave, they're going to leave, no matter if there's a kid involved, a marriage involved. People are, when a person wants to go, they're gonna fucking go. You know what I mean? But it's like they don't think that way. Like to them, you know, it's like they don't really think that way. Okay, so it's like, you know, this person kind of reminds me of that chick that I saw on freaking TikTok. I'm not saying that they're a chick. I mean, they could totally be a chick. I mean, maybe this person's a dude. I don't know. But there's this lady that ended up getting a house with her boyfriend. Actually, she got him under a mortgage with her boyfriend, just so that he never leaves her. As if a mortgage is gonna stop somebody, right, from leaving. But you know, I don't know. Some people are like that. They just think that way. I mean, I don't know why they think that way, because again, it's like, you know, what the hell do I know? Okay, Pisces, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you